the car with our grandma the other day, and she started telling me about how every day she strives for happiness, which is something I really strive for myself. She said that she used to try so hard on her looks and putting her life together, and she forgot about her own happiness. Now she gets up every morning and does what makes her happy, and she says her life is so much more relaxed and enjoyable. We got into the topic of her friends who still dye their hair, and even some that get Botox to remove wrinkles. And I started to think, what's so bad about looking older? Sure, we get wrinkles, our hair turns gray, but it happens to all of us. So why is youth so idealized by society that men and women are willing to do almost anything to stay looking young? It's hard to believe that the founding fathers used to powder their wigs gray in order to look older and wiser. It was cool to be old. And now, from Botox to hair dyes to wrinkle cream, we will do almost anything to look younger and stay forever young. It's not uncommon to walk down the street and hear, "Oh, you look so young." But why is that a compliment? Why are we so obsessed with looking young? We don't love our mothers and grandmothers any less because they got older, and we know that good friendships are based on love, trust, and respect, not on how we look. So why does it matter? Maybe it has to do with the way we see ourselves, not the way other people see us. Perhaps we don't want to look old, not because we think people will judge us, but just the way our minds are wired. But is this all our fault? In magazines, TV, social media, we're influenced by the message that by keeping our young looks, we can be happy. We would have to live under a rock to ignore it. This is Christy Brinkley at age 60 on a magazine with the words, "All her stay young secrets." It is in our faces all the time that we should stay looking young to stay beautiful. Could our desire to never grow old come from our new digital age? We used to believe that our elders were smart, experienced people who we would turn to for information. But now, we turn to our smartphones and our laptops for all the information we need. All we see our elders for are regular older people. So why would we want to grow up and become them when we could stay young and stay our young selves? As we grow older, we tend to be happier, richer, more confident, and content as we have more time, experience, and education. But yet, we choose to ignore this and focus on gray roots, wrinkled skin, and a few extra pounds. Oprah Winfrey once said, "We live in a youth-obsessed culture that is constantly trying to tell us that if we're not young, and we're not glowing, and we're not hot, that we don't matter." I refuse to let a system, or a culture, or a distorted view of reality tell me that I don't matter. I know that only by owning who and what you are can you start stepping into the fullness of life. Every year should be teaching us all something valuable. Whether you get the lesson is really up to you. She is telling us that every year lived is another year of wisdom gained. This all being said, youth is now not only being looked at for their looks, but also for their success. In Forbes magazine, they often have a section called 20 Under 20 or 30 Under 30, where they show a list of successful people doing amazing things at a young age. Society used to adore youth for being innocent and not knowing what they're going to do with their life, but now it seems the opposite. Youth are praised for being successful before they even reach 30. With youth starting to marry and have kids later and later, they have more time and opportunity to focus on themselves and their work. While young people should be going out and pursuing their dreams, they're being judged younger and younger for their success or lack thereof. What happened at the time where we were allowed to be confused and not know where we were going? Most Nobel Prize winners are in their late 30s. Not their teens, not their 20s, their late 30s. By the time kids get to their 20s, they're still young and they don't know what they want to do. How can we base success off someone who's only a few years out of, if not still in school learning? We need to let kids learn and experience life before telling them that they should be successful. Kids need to know that you don't have to have your entire life figured out in your 20s. Colonel Sanders, who created KFC, started the business when he was 63, not when he was young. Yoko Ono once said, "Some people are old at 18 and some people are young at 90. Time is a concept that humans created." In conclusion, if we want anything in our society to change, we need to change it. Embrace the old and embrace that we, the young people, don't know what we're going to do with our lives. If we don't make the change, it will be a long life of dyeing our hair, getting Botox, and still never being completely happy with the final product.